My smart lights flickered to life last night at 3 a.m., bathing my dark living room in an unnatural, eerie glow, making my heart pound with pure dread, absolutely terrifying me. This inexplicable occurrence truly unsettled me deeply. It wasn't just a glitch. Every single night since, the lights or thermostat or even the smart speaker would randomly activate, making me feel utterly watched and completely vulnerable in my own home. I initially blamed software updates or faulty wiring, but after disabling automatic updates and checking connections repeatedly, the unsettling occurrences continued precisely, consistently at the same midnight hour, truly baffling me. One chilling evening, the smart doorbell started playing children's lullabies, even though no one was outside, and my security camera showed absolutely nothing but oppressive, silent darkness staring back from the porch.
The constant dread became suffocating, forcing me to sleep with earplugs and a baseball bat beside my bed, constantly anticipating the next inexplicable, terrifying automated event disrupting my fragile peace. I even unplugged every single device, physically removing power from them all, yet the thermostat still clicked on, lowering the temperature to a bone-chilling 50 degrees Fahrenheit, an impossible feat for a device with absolutely no power. That's when I heard a faint, whispered voice emanating from the now offline smart speaker in my kitchen, distinctly asking, "Are you cold yet?" Making my blood run absolutely ice cold with pure, unadulterated terror. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not a glitch or a simple hacker. It truly feels like something ancient, malevolent, and truly patient has finally awakened inside my supposedly smart, now terrifying home.
My smart locks started clicking open at random times every night, despite multiple resets and changing passwords. An absolutely terrifying thought when you live alone and realize it's not just a system malfunction. The first time, I chalked it up to a glitch after a power flicker, but when it happened nightly for a week, always around 2 a.m., my heart started to pound with absolute terror. I even installed an old-fashioned deadbolt as a backup, yet I'd still wake to the distinct metallic click of the smart lock disengaging, followed by a soft, almost imperceptible creak from my front door. One morning, I found a child's small, muddy footprint on my clean kitchen floor, even though the deadbolt was still firmly engaged from the inside, and no one should have been able to enter.
Panic set in then. I checked every window and door, finding them all locked and secure, deepening the chilling mystery of how that tiny print appeared, baffling all logic and terrifying my soul. My security cameras, of course, showed nothing useful, just static fuzz during the exact times the locks disengaged, almost as if something deliberately interfered with their feeds nightly, cloaking its movements completely. The truly disturbing part is I sometimes hear a faint, distant giggle from downstairs after the smart lock clicks, an innocent sound made utterly horrifying by its impossible source in my empty house. Now, I double barricade my bedroom door with furniture every evening, but I still wake to that soft, unnerving click, knowing something is still trying to get closer to me, night after night.
My smart home's voice assistant started responding to commands that no one uttered, always with a chillingly polite male voice, despite being programmed for my distinct female voice profile exclusively. It began with simple things, like turning off lights I had just switched on, or playing strange, old-fashioned jazz music at 3 a.m., creating an increasingly unsettling, oppressive atmosphere within my quiet home. I spent days troubleshooting, resetting devices, checking for unauthorized access, even changing my Wi-Fi password twice, but nothing stopped the phantom voice from controlling my connected appliances nightly, defying all logic. The odd commands escalated, thermostats cranked to extreme temperatures, curtains opening in the dead of night, and often my front door's smart lock would audibly attempt to disengage repeatedly downstairs.
One particularly terrifying night, as I lay in bed, the assistant suddenly spoke, saying, "You left the back door unlocked again, Sarah," despite the door being triple-checked and fully secure just hours before. My blood ran cold because my name, Sarah, is not even linked to any of my smart home accounts. This thing somehow knew who I was, completely unprompted and utterly beyond explanation. I finally just unplugged everything, every single smart device from the network. But as I went to sleep, a low, guttural growl vibrated through my floorboards, coming from the basement. Now, even though everything is powered down, sometimes I still hear that polite male voice whispering my name from the darkest corners of my house, patiently waiting for me to reconnect them.
My smart TV started turning itself on every night at precisely 1:13 a.m., displaying only static for a few minutes before shutting off again, a consistently unsettling ritual that quickly became terrifying. I thought it was a prank by my younger brother initially, but he lives across the country, and there's absolutely no way he could remotely access my personal network or manipulate my TV. I factory reset the TV, changed my Wi-Fi password multiple times, even put a smart plug on it to cut power, yet it still found a way to activate, defying all logical technological explanation. Then, one night, instead of static, a grainy, distorted black and white image of my own bedroom appeared on the screen. A chilling, impossible live feed from an unseen camera, completely disorienting me. My breath hitched, because I don't own any cameras pointed at my bedroom. Seeing my sleeping form from a perspective that shouldn't exist made my blood run absolutely ice cold, utterly petrified. The feed lasted only seconds before reverting to static. But those few moments of witnessing my own vulnerability from an unknown observer's viewpoint have permanently seared themselves into my memory, deeply disturbing me. I've since moved the TV out of my bedroom, but occasionally, late at night, I still hear the faint, distant hum of it powering on from the living room, a terrifying phantom presence. I sleep with a blanket over my head now, constantly wondering what invisible entity is still watching me through that screen, forever waiting for my unsuspecting eyes to meet its own again. My smart home's automated blinds began opening themselves every morning at 4:44 a.m., long before sunrise, revealing only an oppressive, pitch-black void outside that felt like it was staring back at me. It felt less like a malfunction and more like an intentional act, a deliberate revealing of the profound, consuming darkness outside, an unsettling ritual that left me deeply unnerved daily. I tried disconnecting them from the Wi-Fi, even physically removing their batteries, yet they still operated with an unseen power, a mechanical groan echoing eerily through my silent, anxious house nightly. One morning, the darkness outside the window seemed to press in closer, almost swirling, and I swore I could see faint, swirling shapes within it, like tendrils reaching slowly towards my terrified reflection. The chilling shapes morphed into what looked like shadowy, elongated fingers tapping lightly on the glass, a sound that only I could hear, driving me to the brink of a complete, terrifying breakdown. I yanked down a heavy curtain, trying to block out whatever entity was beyond the glass, but I could still feel its presence, a profound, chilling cold seeping through the wall directly at me. That night, I decided to board up the entire window from the inside, desperate to stop the nightly intrusions. But as I hammered the first nail, the smart blinds fully opened themselves again. I dropped the hammer, paralyzed by fear, because as they opened, I distinctly heard a deep, guttural chuckle from beyond the glass, a sound of pure, unalterated, malevolent triumph echoing directly at me.
My smart sprinkler system started activating itself randomly every night, not for a few minutes, but for hours, systematically drenching my entire yard in freezing water, regardless of the outside weather. I thought it was a bizarre malfunction at first, or maybe a neighbor's Wi-Fi interference. But the pattern became too consistent and unnerving to be dismissed as mere technical error anymore. I reprogrammed the entire system, changed schedules, and even removed its internet connection. Yet every single night, precisely between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m., the relentless drenching would begin again. One particularly cold night, after hours of soaking, I noticed a patch of my front lawn looked strangely excavated, as if something had been deliberately and repeatedly churned beneath the freezing, muddy water.
A sickening suspicion crept into my mind then. It wasn't just wasting water, it was meticulously preparing the ground for something, slowly softening the earth beneath that specific, unsettling patch of grass. Driven by a terrifying impulse, I grabbed a shovel and started digging into the muddy patch, hoping to dispel my grotesque theories. But instead, my shovel struck something hard and unmistakably not rock. It was a small, crudely carved wooden doll, its eyes wide and vacant, buried precisely where the sprinkler always focused its deluge, chilling me to my core with its sinister, unsettling implication. Now, every night, as the sprinklers come on, I can almost hear a faint, distant, childish laugh carried on the icy spray, as if something is celebrating its meticulous, horrifying, and patient preparation.